You can work as hard as you want, but chances are super high that you won't make it and your dreams won't come true. You have to change as a person completely to break free and achieve the life you desire. Okay, you might have the skills, but what about your character traits? What about the limiting beliefs? What about all the trauma that you carry with yourself? How do you feel deeply inside about yourself and how do you view the world? Imagine you can reprogram your subconscious mind. You can heal from all the pain and negativity. You go from a broke life to abundant life with money. You can go from no relationships or toxic relationships to a happy relationship. You can break free from all the programming. You can end self-sabotage and you can escape the 9 to 5 and you can live a life on your own terms. Basically, you become the ideal version of yourself. So this concept is called the identity shift. I was watching recently Hamza talking about it. Also, like in the real world, there were some videos talking about the alter ego identity shift. Even a couple of years ago, I was reading a book, Psycho-Cybernetics. I'm sure a lot of people know that book. It's like one of the most popular, famous ones in the self-improvement industry. Stupid thing is, I wasn't applying really the exercises in that book. I didn't believe it too much back then. I was a self-improvement newbie. I should have done it, but whatever. I also started recently to read this book from Joe Dispenza. This is the German version, but I think in English it's called Breaking Out of the Habit of Being Yourself. So you have to understand that being yourself is not enough. Like this is like a typical mainstream advice that you get from most people, right? Just be yourself and everything will be alright. I was like living by that advice like throughout my 20s, but yeah, it didn't help me a lot. So yeah, fuck that. But yeah, I was watching a lot of videos that are popping up also on YouTube. So that was interesting. But you have to understand that your upbringing and the culture that you grew up, especially in the Matrix West, shapes your identity, the way you think about yourself, the way you view the world. And all that can be so messed up. Now, in addition, comes all the trauma on top of it and all the negativity, right? So I had so many self-limiting beliefs about myself, like about money. My family, like my father was like very bad with money. So I grew up poor. I stayed broke till I was even 32 years old. That's crazy. I had absolutely no relationships. I couldn't even attract a healthy one. Like, yeah, that's a topic for a different video. I was also stuck for many years in university. Like, made bad decisions. I had so many bad habits. Basically, I didn't know what to do, where to go next, what to do with my life. And I was just stuck in a programmed matrix. So yeah, as mentioned before, this process is called identity shift, where you change yourself completely from your core being and you become a different person. Ideally, your best version of yourself and the person that you want to become. You will break free from all the societal programmings, the cultural programming, your self-limiting beliefs. You will get rid of them. You will change your thought patterns, the way you think about yourself, the way you view the world. Basically, you will become a more optimized version of yourself, and then you will realize that you have all the power to create your own reality and be the master of your own life. So the way you can reprogram your mind, the way identity shift works, first is you have to view the world from the perspective of your ideal self. Try to act and think like you're already your ideal self. So what can help you is imagine and write down how your best version of yourself looks like. Like how is he behaving, how is he thinking, what is he doing, like where does he live. Like what I do, for example, is I imagine myself being in a nice location, nice weather, surrounded by wealth, money, and having a nice, beautiful, elegant lady by my side. So what you do then is daily meditations, you do visualizations in order to increase your self-awareness and to become more mindful. So I would suggest first start with guided healing inner child meditations, so you can heal from the negativity and from some traumas, right? Because when you do affirmations, which is also powerful, it won't work because your subconscious believes different. If you say an affirmation like, yeah, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm strong, you have to understand that your subconscious mind believes different. So make sure to heal first, create some space then in order to put some positive programming in your subconscious mind. I also recently started with journaling. I'm a journal freak. Let me show you. I have 2 books here, 3 books. One is called Daily Mindfulness Journal for Men, a 60-day guide to self-improvement. There's some interesting questions where you dig deeper into your subconscious, and also some meditation exercises. So yeah, it's interesting. And this book will make you stronger. Um, there's some inspiring stuff here and some nice quotes in it as well. And you do some daily tracking mood stuff, and some interesting questions asked. So yeah, you just basically dig deeper into yourself and then see what comes up. And also this one, the shadow work journal. I haven't started with this one, but I'm gonna do it soon. It's more about shadow work, so this goes, I think, even much deeper. So yeah, looks super interesting. So I would suggest you to do some journaling for sure. I also want to give an example of me, an identity shift that I had a couple of years ago when I was stuck in a 9 to 5 matrix. Was a typical office job, super liberal. So I was there surrounded by those NPC matrix bots and the liberal culture, and I was like, yeah, I know I don't belong here. That's not me. I was absolutely standing against it, right? So I think that helped me a lot, that thinking, having that identity, to quit that job and break out of it. I just didn't give a fuck. I was saying, okay, I'm done. I'm out. I'm moving back home and working on myself, working on my goals. And imagine you have that identity, right? Like you're that person that knows I'm not waking up in the morning and going and to a job, to an office or somewhere, right? When my boss sits there and treats me like a bitch or something. Imagine if you have that identity, right? Like, would you still be stuck in a 9 to 5? Would you still wake up every morning and go to work? Or would you say like, fuck it, I'm out, I'm moving back home, or like, I'm sure you will have, there's so many solutions, right? I'm a big fan of quitting your full-time job and moving back home. I also was stressed recently about a situation. I had such a good time in the Philippines last year, man. It was the best year of my life, and I'm back here now. Things didn't work out well. So yeah, I'm working on the business. I won't say too much, because I know when you talk about your goals too much, it gives you like the dopamine, and your brain gives you the feeling that you have already achieved it, and you might not work that much. So yeah, I'll be careful with what I say. But I was super stressed that I feel kind of stuck here, to be honest. Also grateful, but I will talk about this in a second. But yeah, I was stressed about it, and I was like, okay, stop. Like, how would my ideal self view the situation? Would he be stressed about it, or would he like be more positive and put in the work, right? So try to always like view the situation, view your life from the perspective of your ideal self. Okay, let's talk now about the most important point of identity shift, which is gratitude. Being grateful. I have so many reasons to be grateful, and you should too. It's so important to have positive self-talk, because self-talk can make or break you. So if you have negative self-talk, it can absolutely destroy you and will get you nowhere. So I was more mindful about that recently, because when I came back from the Philippines, I was beating myself up. Even in the Philippines, when I experienced some negative stuff, I had so much negative self-talk. So I understood I have to change that, and it will help you so much, because if you have a positive self-image, that this can help you at the end to transform and create a more positive life and get you closer to your goals. So when I say be more mindful and raise your self-awareness, you have to understand that your thoughts and the negative voice inside your head is not you. Like, don't be controlled by it. Don't be controlled by the negative emotions. I was beating myself up like crazy. When I was in the Philippines last year, I was putting myself out there, right? I was approaching women. I was dating women. I had some success, but also rejections. I faced rejections, and I was beating myself so up. After it's crazy, yeah. But consciously decided a couple of weeks ago to be more mindful about my self-talk, and I feel much better right now. I feel more confident. I don't think even I would have that much approach anxiety when I talk to women, because I know I won't beat myself up. So yeah, I'm more optimistic. I'm also more optimistic about life. I'm grateful for the situation that I'm back here. I can work on my goals. I have more time than you probably working a 9 to 5, right? I have more time for my self-improvement. I have more time for the identity shift. I do longer meditations, so yeah, I'm super excited for this year, and I hope to be back in the Philippines soon. I will also keep you updated on the process and the progress of the identity shift, my self-improvement, and yeah, let's see what happens next.